Use a hula hoop to make a round costume. Halloween parties and other costume parties are always fun since you get the chance to dress up as something that you like. Purchasing ready-made costumes from the store can be expensive, especially if you are just going to use it one time. You can make your own costume at home. To make it even better, you can make an extravagant round costume with the use of a hula hoop. Here's how you can do it. Draw your costume idea. The first thing that you have to do is to draw your costume idea on a piece of paper. This will help you know how to sew and put together the costume. Take note of the area where you want to place the hula hoop. The hula hoop can be at the hem of a ball gown, the waist of trousers, or just about anything you want it to be. All you have to do is use your imagination to come up with a good costume. Cut out the fabric. Next, cut out the fabric that you are going to use for the costume. Before cutting, take note of the amount of fabric that you need to cover the circumference of the hula hoop. You can measure the circumference of the fabric first so that you have an idea on how it will fall on the hula hoop. Afterwards, cut all the other parts of the fabric that you need to put together the costume. Wrap the hula hoop. Cut a piece of fabric using the length of the hula hoop. For the width, make sure that you leave an allowance for sewing. The wrapped fabric around the hula hoop will help you attach the hula hoop to the other parts of the costume. You have to sew the hula hoop wrap by hand. Sew it all around and leave an allowance for sewing. Sew the other parts of the costume. Now you can sew the other parts of the costume that do not need the hula hoop. You can use a sewing machine for this one. Attach hula hoop part. When the costume is done, you can attach the hula hoop portion by sewing the allowance of the hula hoop wrap on the edge of the main costume. It is best to go over the stitching for attaching the two parts together twice to make sure that the thread will hold the weight of the hula hoop. Inspect your work to see if you have missed anything. Try on the costume. When done sewing, you can try on the costume to see if it fits you well. You can make more adjustments if you need to. These are the steps that you can follow when trying to make a costume with a hula hoop. There are plenty of round costumes that you can come up with. Make use of scrap materials at home and other accessories that you already have so that you do not have to spend so much money in making your round hula hoop costume.